All right. Hi. So today is December 12th. So it's Friday? Okay. Yeah. I thought it was Thursday for some reason. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So end of the week. Yeah, it's been a light week again. Okay. So what did I do? So Monday, which is 8th, was yeah, a slow day. I mean, I don't remember what I did on Monday. Yeah, okay. So okay, this week there's been a bunch of faculty recruitment at Rutgers. So we are in the process of search for a faculty in information policy. And so we have three candidates come to campus. So this week there were two candidates, and I mean, usually takes like 3 hours in a day, like when the candidate's here. So you go before the talk, have them set the or whatever, make them comfortable. Then you go to the talk. That's 1.5 hours. Then you sit there with them for lunch, answer questions and things like that. Yeah, I mean, usually it's not just me who does it. There's a bunch of other faculty as well, but it's like a show of support from the department, showing them that you need to present and all of that kind of stuff. Yeah, so that's what Monday was like. I mean, I think it was almost all of the a lot of the day on Monday was just that, and then yeah, I had a bunch of meetings. But yeah, from 11 to 2 was that candidate, and then a bunch of meetings. So, I did not get much done in the morning. Then on Tuesday, I was in Washington, D.C. So I invited myself, like I know someone in the World Bank, like I just sent them an email and I said, hey, I want to come give a talk. So that was when I was actually in DC, and they said, okay, it doesn't work. And then I said, okay, I can come back. And basically it's just a 3 hour train ride. So, I woke up at like 4 and took the 5:30 train, got there by 8:30, gave a talk at 10, and then met someone else who works at Amazon, came back in the night. So it was a full day. Uh, I think, I mean, I was much more excited about the talk at the World Bank, like, but I think, I don't know, they say it was the weather, but in general, I had a very muted uh, response from them about the talk. Like, I mean, yeah, it was. I mean, there are lots of people attending online apparently, but I could not see anyone's faces, and so it was a bit of a disappointment. But okay, it is what it is. Like so, but I went there. At least if two people saw the talk and saw the work, like okay, that's somewhat maybe worth it. The 6 hours of train ride. But okay, it is what it is. Like usually you show your face all the time, like, and that's what matters. I believe that. Like so, hopefully that is pays off in some way. Even if it's not immediate, but that was Tuesday. And then Wednesday was what did I do on Wednesday? Wednesday was again, yeah, a big faculty meeting where we were deliberating like a bunch of offers to another track. Like this is not the information policy, which I'm involved in. But and then lunch, so that already took like half a day. So the meeting was from 10 to 12, and then 12 to 2 was lunch, and then I had met yeah, then I had a bunch of meetings in the afternoon. So again, it was a very short day. Like I mean, I did not get much done. Thursday, that is yesterday, was a bit more free, but okay, in the morning I had another talk that I was giving to this I mean, these are people from Norway. There's the MIT Association of Norway, and they knew me from my MIT time, and they had invited me. I mean, they do a lot of work on defense related stuff, like NATO related stuff, Ukraine, and Telegram monitoring and stuff like that. So they were interested in like WhatsApp work. So I just gave the same talk I gave at the World Bank to these people. It was a hour and a half. So that was on Thursday in the morning. And then yeah, it was a slow day, but yeah, I had done some so basically we are now getting some data from data donation on through ChatGPT. So we're getting some ChatGPT logs from people's usage, and it has been a huge nightmare. Like it's really, really hard. Like, I mean, even the WhatsApp thing, I thought is very private, but we were able to operationalize that. But the ChatGPT thing, it's even harder. Like the team on the ground is unable to do it. Like, man, it's so hard. But anyway, so now we have some sample like that, like from that, and that's around 300 users or so we got already. And now we want to do much bigger, like around 1,000. And we want to also want to do it in multiple countries. So now I'm trying to think and figure out, like, what is a good way of operationalizing this? Like, what else should we ask? I mean, after I ran the 300, then I realized that we are not collected like some survey data in that bunch. Like, so we don't have like information like we have their age and gender, but we don't have any other stuff like, I don't know, religion or caste or things like that. Like, so now I'm thinking of adding those. So I'm really trying to think about like what are the questions to be asked, like, and how can we keep it simple. We don't want like a 20-minute survey because of constraints, but we also want to then reweight to get some sort of representative sample. So, and how do we do this in a way that is technically not so challenging? Like meaning, so if I want to do this in 5 countries, so do I have to create 5 websites? Like, there's some front end for donating the thing that does the anonymization on the client side. So uh, anyway, so there's a bunch of that I'm thinking about, and so I was operationalizing some of those. So we are now doing it, and I mean, did it in India 300. We'll do it probably more. Then we are doing it in Pakistan. I don't know why Pakistan. It's just something that came to my mind, but maybe we'll not do Pakistan, but maybe Nigeria or someplace in Africa and someplace in South America, maybe Brazil. Let's see. I mean, I want to try it out. Um, what do you want to do with that? So basically, I want to replicate what OpenAI did on like their how people use ChatGPT paper, but for these countries to see differences across countries, and uh, and then look at like some, this is how people use it, and like there's some do some research on that, like how are people in these countries using it, like and find novel ways. Maybe they people have found novel ways in which they're using it, or like enable them to use it in a way that is constructive. So that's my thing now, like, trying to see if people can use AI in a constructive way, because I have to move away from misinformation research. So yeah, that's a big thing I'm very excited about. I'm skeptical whether this is going to work and provide some useful data, but hopefully, if we can really operationalize this in like these 3 or 4 countries at this scale, like 500 to 1,000 users, then it's going to be very beneficial. It's very expensive, but I don't have the funding for that, so I'm just scraping like the bottom of the barrel of whatever money I have, the research funding I have. Like, let's see. Hopefully, like something will come. Like, I'm not like a poor academic who has to look for money for travel, things like hopefully, I don't know, touch wood, like, but yeah, I'm spending a lot of money on this. Let's see. And yeah, so yesterday I did some of that. Today again was a busy day with the another faculty talk. Like so there was one more, like took like 3.5 hours with that, and then yeah, I just came back. I did some more. Hey, I want to run some stuff on my GPU here. I'm in the office. I'm running some stuff on my GPU to get some sort of video annotations and image annotations and things like that for some Bengali data. I want to see, where that goes. So yeah, we are doing 10% random samples. So we did like 10%, then we did 10% again. Now we're doing 30%. So anyway, before the holidays, I want to do some of that to have that data ready. So the idea there is just descriptions of like what is in the data set, but now you're able to get these descriptions for images and videos and text as well. So we want to create this sort of tooling that is generic enough where give me 100 GB data set that has everything, and then I'm going to tell you in a structured manner. So that's kind of my objective with that. Let's see. I mean, there's no one, like, I don't have a student who's working on it. Like, so it's on the top of my head, but it's not like on the, and I don't have a lot of time on the keyboard to do that. Um, yeah, so that's it for this week. Like, it's been a slow week. Next week is even going to be slower. Like, I'm leaving on a holiday on Thursday, so hopefully, yeah. I mean, hopefully I'll be able to do some and get some of these things off my plate before that, like operationalizing this in multiple countries and stuff like that before I leave. But yeah, so that's this week, and yeah, thank you, and I see you next week, hopefully. If not, I'll see you in like end the holidays. Yeah.